Hi, quick update. I uninstalled and reinstalled Undershare, and now I have all my favorite noises and transitions back. I'm really glad because otherwise I wouldn't be able to put this in or this in. Hi, uh, I'm gaming. Yeah, it's time to get the snake, little slithery boy. You? Wow. My sweet sunbird, why have you forsaken me to the life? Dad, dry your eyes, my child, and tell what old granny what the matter is. Oh, thank you, you're very kind. She takes the cloth and daintily dabs the corner of her eyes before swallowing the last of her softness. She composes herself to a horse, sighing wistfully. It's my beloved, such a sweet and romantic man, with the voice of a meadowlark. I could have seen some too, but don't worry, there's plenty of other frogs in the swamp. But no, he loves me and I him. Ah, though our families will never allow us to be together. He'd come and sing outside my balcony every night. One night we both vowed to escape and meet by this lake. Her lip quivers. I waited and waited under the waning moon, even past the morning sun. But he did not reveal himself. Tough break, maybe he just wasn't that into you. The woman snaps at you with sudden vitriol. He would never abandon me. We were destined to be together. She slips back into a melancholic gaze out over the lake. Even now I can still hear the beautiful melody of his lute coming across the water. Over the dull sounds of lapping waves and quacking waterfowl, faint notes of some faraway stringed instrument whisper through the reeds. Oh, I hear it too. Maybe you aren't mad in love. It's coming from somewhere. It's the middle of the lake. He's out somewhere. I just know it. She crumbles into another dramatic bout of inconsolable tears. No, I'm sure it's just some echo bouncing off the shore. I'll go find where the sturdy birds of yours has run off to. New chapter, the snake. Music seems strongest on the shore, but even here you can't place the source. It seems to be emitting from a half-sunken ruin poking out of the lake's waters. Maybe that's for the birds hiding away out there. Bah! But I assume as well if there's hens fly. Suddenly some unseen voice chitters mockingly into your oh, the musical man you'll never see. You spin around but no one's there, just a nagging laughter bouncing on the wind. Who's there, joyous of spirit? Pixie! You snap your hand around the elusive creature and squeeze. Let me go, you nubbly, but you're crushing the life out of me. You're traveling past what do you know about this music? Music? What music? All I hear is slapping the waves and beeping birdies. Hearing the old ears must be full of bugs. Don't you play smart with me, I'll pop your head off like Daisy. Oh, you mean that music? The sound of the snake traveling circus? I thought everybody knew that. Circus stays still, but the door's the things that travel, you see. Right now the door's out on that lake, but you'll never get anything. You'll give the wretched sprite a good shake, and a shower of glaring dust shuts off his wings. Tell me how to close the lake or we'll make a necklace from your teeth. Ack! Only fish folk can show the way. Dirty fairies with the bridge to keep all your big folk out, unless the snake invites them in. You're very onto where's this bridge? Ah! We're a pixie, not one of those flamby mushroom herders. Besides, the bridge is invisible to base stoppers like you. Teacher peers over your shoulder and waves its tiny arms. Oh, look, there's Zari now. Why don't you ask her? You turn to look. The moment you're discouraged, the fingers loud. I'll do sneaky blatter. Spring from your eyes, the slippery monster shears the laps and vanishes into a cloud of smoke. You look down in your dust-covered hand. Very old, not the bridge must be around here somewhere. Pushing aside the sauces and cattails, you find a strangely carved pedestal that might be mistaken for a bird bath if you didn't know any better. As you run your finger down the edge of the bowl, the remaining pixie dust on your hand flakes off as if drawn in by an invisible force. crude pictographs appear on the surface of the basin. They depict a coiled snake presiding at the center of some kind of festival. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved on the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust, dancing fireflies, and bird feathers. Boop. Boop. Boom. Bardman. Trans. Fee. With draped in glittering jewelry, the serpent stares intently into a crystal ball as you approach. Welcome, my dear. Welcome. I saw that you would come in here. In search of answers. Well, I just came in search of a ball that seemed outside right of the loot. And the minstrel, yes, he's working off a deck to me. Those folk out there seem to touch out on what to do to them. We're all humble folk looking for something just as you are, but I'm here to provide them with my services in exchange for a bit of work. So what are you, some sort of carnival wizard? You're making quite a racket in my forest. A wizard? Oh, no, no. I'm a seer, a scryer of the hidden mists, foreteller of fortune and keeper of secrets. Fancy titles you've given yourself sound like you're nothing but the used god salesman, peddling your wares to the gullible. Ah, skeptics, step closer and the crystal ball revel in its mysteries. His voice shakes sharp, slow, seems to fill the tent with a heavy weight. I'm a helper of sorts, an unraveler of knots. I make the forgotten remembered. You feel the scaly touch of a slithering coil wrapped around you, but you are powerless to remove. And you have forgotten much. I've never seen their perceptible colors. Collapse yourselves and fracture into a kaleidoscope of mistakes against the canvas walls. If voice speaks from far away, it takes you a moment to realize it's your own. I have forgotten so much. Let me help you find your answers. The serpent's claws slowly squeeze consciousness out of you. With a desperate push of willpower, you blink away from the snake's hypnotic gaze. What, get off of me, you worm! Wriggle your body like a sack of loose twigs. Despite your protesting bones, you manage to squirm free and tumble backwards out of the tent. What a rude person. I guess it's worth it. Has its tricks up the sleeve. I better come up with a plan for next time I go in there. A faraway look in his eyes is written blah blah blah. I wonder what made but never away. She called for my lover. To my children I stumble and meet the gaze of another. Curious I stayed, I was not prepared, and this was my mistake. I blindly gazed, now I live my days in the service of the snake. Cry not for me, for there is she might still see me saved. Down the... What? Down the Vishima to the swamp, moonlight ring, and holding prosperous in the pixies' trees. Thought maybe that love sick will know what is on it. My beating heart, have you any news about my dear sweet love? We found him at the carnival. He's been mesmerized by the snake, and unless I can break that smell, no one in the carnival can leave. The snake? Why say it isn't so? I've heard how he grants wishes, but only for a terrible price. Why would my love be so desperate as to consort with that charlatan? I haven't a clue, but he's stuck deep in. The only thing I managed to get out of him was something about a mirror. Do you know anything about that? A mirror? Oh yes. First gift he ever gave to me. From her hand, a crack. Come on, man. One night it slipped from my balcony, shattered on the cobblestone. I tried to piece it back together. I could never find the last shot. His song mentioned something about the wishing well, a moonlit swamp, and a pixie tree. Keep those mirror close. I will sneak out the missing swords and return them to you. Oh, thank you. There's very much love to see it once whole once more. This guy. You hike up the hem of your skirt from the ankle-deep wet well water and duck down to inspect the small damp cave. A pale shape quickly retreats further into the dark space. You hear the labored breath of some pathetic thing, frightened and alone. Hello there, don't worry, I won't hurt you. Bloodshot eyes blink nervously up at you. Creature gazes longingly at the light of the world above while simultaneously cowering from it. Oh dear, what are you doing down in this hole? I bet you're hungry, aren't you? The two thin, malnourished arms twist out of the crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass while the other hand reaches out for you, begging for food. Okay, I need to get this. And it just requires some herbs. Creature snatches up the meat so quickly you nearly lose a finger. It scurries back into its little crevice as you hear a satisfied munching from within. There we go. You again, Kettlehead? What do you want now? I've come for what mirror shot. Hand it over when I wanted to strangle you again. No, babe, we need the shinies to keep away gross fairy folk away. Best fairy repellent there is. What sense when a fairy's afraid of shiny things? Well, I don't see no fairies around, do you? But maybe we can work something out. The smelly mushroom herders have been encroaching on our turf, see? They've been building those stupid little stone shrines of theirs, and worse yet, they've been hiring mercenaries to guard them. So we can't go anywhere near, but maybe a big stomper like you can take care of the problem for us. And then you'll give me that shot? Hey, if there ain't no fairies, we won't need no fairy repellent. No, I don't. I just need to kick it over. But whatever. Ugh. Give me it back. Nice. Okay, to the swamp. Woman, can't live with them. Can't live without them. Am I right or am I right? That is new. These animated wooden effigies seem engaged in a ritualistic dance. They march in stiff patterns around the reflective piece of glass embedded into the soft ground. You lean in for a better look, just long enough to make out the shard's mirrored surface reflecting the ghostly image of the moon. You think to reach in and grab it, but the swaying limbs of the dancing totems are too dancing too quick. Under the weight of overgrown twigs. Maybe I can get them to shift their attention. Good night, globe. Okay, I need to get the Tomic Moondrop. Nice. Maybe I can get the moonlight. Cast glowing. We'll go up into the ritual circle and watch as the wooden effigy suddenly lose coordination and knock their wooden limbs into each other. You take the opportunity to slip between their tall frames with attached to mirror shard before the frenzied dance begins anew. I can, but like I can't grab the orb. You. Have you found any in the mirror shards? Gingerly hand over the broken glass shards to the maiden. She's careful not to cut herself on the razor-sharp edges as she slots them into the mirror frame. Pieces clicked and played perfectly, ripples like water on a lake. The ripples calm, settling into the form of a pristine crystal mirror. She gazes into the mirror with awe. Look, it's good as new. Oh! The maiden's reflection ripples and morphs into a visage of a handsome young man. My love, is that... My love? Is that you? Overcoming with joy, a fresh stream of tears rolls down her cheeks. I can't believe my eyes. I don't understand what happened. Where are you? I'm imprisoned inside my own head. It's horrible there. You have to get me out. You went to the stake, didn't you? Why would you do something so stupid? Or listen, my love, I have a confession to make. I'm not actually that good of a musician. What are you talking about? You were so beautiful upon your battle piece. So a bum like me would never get your attention. So I asked the snake to help me out a little. Thought I could protect myself from the snake's hypnotic gaze with his magic mirror, but then he went and broke the darn thing. I didn't break it, it slipped out of my hand. Wait, you didn't put this on me. How could you be so irresponsible? One problem at the time, children. We fixed the mirror so it should be able to break the snake's spell now. Oh yeah, you have no idea how unbearable it is being stuck in here. There's nothing but awful poetry and song lyrics that don't even rhyme. Please, Granny, take the mirror. I can hardly stand to look at this buffoon any longer. Babe, wait! L. Holy moly. L. Sudden dread grips the snake as you swing the shimmering mirror to meet his eyes. Mind-altering patterns of his gaze are reflected back at him, to him. Slowly but steadily, the snake leans closer and closer to the surface of the mirror. Its forked tongue flicks against the glass and disappears beyond it. It is so beautiful. A length of rope being pulled through an eyelet, the snake rushes forwards and vanishes into his own reflection. Mine now. The mirror jolts and bucks out of your hand, clattering to the ground. You stoop down, careful not to look too deep. Mine. Hidden within the reflection of the mirror's surface, you can faintly make out a tiny wriggling shape trapped just beyond the veil of this world. The soul of the snake. Souls of the bear, leech, snake, and ox jostle in your satchel with fearful injuries. That's it done. I better get this black home to the goat before he ransacks the rest of the place. Looks like the two of them are working things out. Okay. Go, there you go. Goat rears his head in excitement and paws ground silently. Most excellent, I can sense the presence of the spirits about you. You must have asked to capture the souls I've asked for. Most task I can tell you what you just plan doing with them. Not this and that, nothing you concern yourself with. That what's important is that you're one step closer to fulfilling your contract with me. Just go ahead and place them in the shrine there. I'll take care of the rest. The goat shakes his head towards a carved relief at the back of the room, grinning in a horrible way that no goat should. As you bring the stuffed bear close to the carved stone relief of the wall, it spontaneously bursts to flames, till a harsh red stone remains. The stone zips out of your grasp straight into the socket wall, buzzing like some angry insect. You're buffeted by flashes of the bear's wrath, drunken roaring, cowering bodies, splintered wood, the smell of honey. Worm. As with the first, the mummified husk of the leech turns to ashes as you bring it close to the wall, leaving only a glowing orb in its place. Images of the leech slither into your mind, the prick of a needle, the drip, drip, drip of draining fluids, soothing words, restless sleep. Prismatic colors flash through your head at the thought of the snake, secrets lapped up by a forked tongue, whispers beneath the sounds of festivities. Dog springs with him the overbearing heat of the midday sun, the salty taint of sweat in the soil, suffering, sacrifice, solitude. Whoa, that's cool. You step away from the shrine and its smoldering stones. Your burdens suddenly feel much lighter. Beside you, the sleeping maiden stirs in her slumber, but does not wake. Now then, you've had a very long day. Why don't you get to rest? Tonight we shall pick up bright and early. Yes, I am quite tired. God. That's it. Yeah.